Hangeul and Korean. Lecture 17. In 2. Hangeul Creation Principle. 5. Operations on vowels and consonants 3. As mentioned in the previous lecture, Korean establishes a three-part syllable system consisting of initial consonant, medial vowel, and final consonant, receiving consonant, as its basic syllable, defining it as a single utterance. However, while the initial consonants were created based on the principles of the five elements and the medial vowels based on the principles of yin and yang, the creation of the final consonants remained a challenge. Upon examining the final consonant, it was found to share the same nature as the initial consonant. Therefore, it was decided not to create a separate final consonant, but to reuse the initial consonant instead. This is the final consonant used as the initial consonant of the next syllable rule. However, as mentioned above, in modern Korean, excluding the tense sounds, out of the 19 initial consonants, 11 double consonants are added to use 27 letters for the final consonant. However, when he attempted to pronounce the final consonant using the initial consonant, he discovered he could not distinguish all sounds, only 8 were distinguishable. Consequently, he established the 8 final consonant usage rules. As shown in the examples, regardless of which consonant is used as the final consonant, bachim, it is recognized as one of the 8 representative sounds, ending in gak, gun, got, gal, gom, got, gang. To elaborate, while all initial consonants can be written using final consonants, only 8 distinct sounds are distinguished, making 8 final consonants quite sufficient. That is, while one could write it as ak or al, the pronunciation remains the same as ak. However, in modern Korean, only 7 consonant endings excluding can be distinguished. For example, got and got are perceived as the same sound. Lesson 15 explained that the consonant with a was created by applying the method of writing characters together, or method of combining letters. Specifically, it was devised by writing the in below a labial consonant to represent a lighter sound, a light consonant. The semi-labial consonant bieup has changed to o, u, 0 in modern Korean, but it is said that some of its original pronunciation remains in the Gyeongsang region to this day. The method of placing letters side by side is that initial consonants must be written side by side, combined writing, and the same applies to final consonants. Among the characters in the example, it means to write them as shown on the left, not as shown on the right. Methods for writing consonants and vowels states that a, u, o, u, yo, u should be placed below the initial consonant, while e, a, ya should be placed to the right of the initial consonant. Among the characters in the example, it means to write them as shown on the left and not as shown on the right. We now take such regulations for granted and use them without question, but if no regulations had been established, there would be much confusion. There are many other specified rules, but I will omit items not used in modern Korean. This concludes Lecture 2 on the principles of Hangeul creation.